Okay, check, check, check. You hear me? That's weird. Some button was pressed that I guess has never been pressed before. Bienvenidos, aloha, welcome in to TarTV. Alex Crawford with you here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. We join this game, set number 1 in progress. And San Clemente ties it up. Some audio technical difficulties on our end to get things started, but we are here with you live. Opening round of CIF from Newport Harbor High School. And a little dink there. San Clemente, Dane Hillis with the kill. And the Tritons up 1, 6-5. First set, opening round CIF Southern Section Division 1. Now serving Kobe Kiley. And a kill there. No, they're going to say just out of bounds. Nope, it was in. Credit that one to the junior, James Eady, 6'6". And Sailors, Luca Kirchi, the libero, set to serve. Kirchi sends it over. Oh, nice block there. Point for the Tritons. Skying for that one. Cade Martin, the 6'3" senior, up in the middle. Tritons back up 1. (7-6) score favoring San Clemente here in the first set. Opening round. CIF Southern Section. Serve on the way from Landon Seymour. Front line. Sailors can't dig it out. The San Clemente front line knocks it over. And that's another Tritons point. 8-6 San Clemente up now in set number 1. Landon Seymour serving. Set by Jake Reed. Oh, a great block there. Reese Clausen, senior outside hitter for the Sailors, sends it over. Tab another one to the Newport Harbor tally. 7-8 score favors the road team. In black, the San Clemente Tritons. 11-1 on the year. And now serving Cole McKibben for the Sailors. Jake Reed with the bump. Oh, nice block there. Sailors front line. Climbing the ladder. Reese Clausen, Kyle McKibben have tied this first set up 8-8. McKibben to serve. Kill shot coming. Beautiful set there. Oh, beautiful dig. But it's dug out into the bleachers. Point for the Sailors. And Newport Harbor back up 1, 9-8. Back and forth in our first set. McKibben serving again. Kill shot from the Tritons. Beautiful. Dane Hillis, the senior, sends that one over. Finds the equalizer, 9-9. Now Cade Martin to serve. A little too much gas on that one from Martin. Point to the Sailors, 10-9 the score. And Reese Clausen, the senior, to serve. Oh, beautiful kill. Jake Reed, the sophomore, goes airborne and spikes it into the hardwood. Sailors up 2. 11-9. Clausen serving. Beautiful dig there by the libero. Sent back by Brennan Reed. Dug out by San Clemente. Oh, that is a textbook kill from the senior. The brothers Reed. Back-to-back points for the Sailors. Brendan, the future Pepperdine, wave with the kill for Newport Harbor, 12-9. Sailors are up 3. Clausen serving. Just a hair too far for Clausen. Point to the Tritons, 12-10. A lot of firsts this year on TarTV. Our first volleyball broadcast is also our first volleyball CIF postseason broadcast. That one too far. Another point to the Sailors tally, 13-10. First set of today's opening round match. Serve on the way from Kyle McKibben. Beautiful block there. Reed, the set. Outside to the older Reed bro. Gets sent back by that Tritons front line. Back to Brennan Reed. That's in. Painting the corner. Another kill for Reed. And Newport Harbor's up 4. 14-10. First to 25 takes it. And Kyle McKibben serving for the Sailors. That return from Kobe Kiley too far. And timeout. San Clemente, Sailors up 5, 15-10. They take a breather, we'll do the same. The first set, opening round CIF D1 Southern section. The best volleyball in the nation right here in front of us at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. We'll be right back. You're watching Newport Harbor Boys Volleyball, CIF postseason volleyball on TarTV. Welcome back to TarTV. After the timeout, Sailors up 5, 15-10. Serve on the way from Kyle McKibben. Sent back by the Tritons front line. Sailors with the block. Bump from Cole McKibben. Jake Reed sends it over. Dug high into the rafters. It ricochets off the wood beams at the top of this old barn. And that's a point for the Sailors. Home court advantage, as it was dug out vertically straight into the wood beams overhanging here at the historic Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium, and San Clemente lost it in the lights. Serve from Kyle McKibben. Sent back over by Dane Hillis, too far. Just beyond the outside corner, Sailors up 7. 17-10 score. And a substitution on the San Clemente side. Checking in, Luke Ingersoll replaces the junior, another Luke Shanafelt. So Luke Ingersoll checking into the match for the first time for the 11-1 San Clemente Tritons. That lone tally in the loss column came at the hands of the Newport Harbor Sailors. Beautiful block. Jake Reed with the set. And it's sent back over by his brother Brendan. Ricochets off the San Clemente hitter. And goes out of bounds. Another Sailors point. Dominating this first set, 18-10. 7 more points to pay dirt for Newport Harbor. McKibben serves. Kill shot on the way. That one just inside. Sailors head coach Eric Vallely, hands over his head, doesn't like the call. And that's a point for the Tritons. 18-11. Should be the score. Officials chatting it over. Your officials tonight: Dusty Orvis, Lori Brown, David Brown, and Nilo Farmojib. And after some discussion, head coach Eric Vallely for the Sailors had his hands on his head for the right reason. Point is awarded to Newport Harbor. So it's not 18-11, it's 19-10. Sailors lead. And we have another timeout. 60-second timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 19-10, Sailors are up. Opening set, opening round, CIF Southern Section D1 playoffs. The 4 seed Sailors against the 5 seed San Clemente. We'll have more action in the first set for you when we come back on TarTV. Welcome back to TarTV. Sailors up 9. Served by McKibben. Oh, kill! Right in the front row. James Eady, the junior middle blocker, goes up, spikes it. And Newport Harbor doubling up San Clemente here in the first set, 20-10. Another substitution. Luke Shanafelt checks back in, replacing Luke Ingersoll. And in a moment, we'll let you know who's on the court for both teams. Front line, spike. That one was inbounds, painted just inside the attack line. Kyle McKibben checks out for the Sailors. Catches a breather on the sideline. And San Clemente, Keith Hoffmeister serves it over. Brennan Reed, a nice dig. San Clemente keeps it alive. Reed, the bump, the set. Kill shot sent back. Brennan Reed again. And that San Clemente front row blocks that one, waiting to see how the officials call it. They award that one to the Tritons. So 2 straight points for San Clemente. And Keith Hoffmeister serving once again. Brennan Reed. Back to Reed. And the Tritons front row with another block. And another point, 20-13, the score. Still in favor of the Sailors. Hoffmeister serving again. Reed. Front row, McKibben. And James Eady with the kill. 21-13. Score in favor of Newport, and the sophomore Jake Reed to serve, overhanded shot. Paints the inside edge of the back line. That's an ace for the sophomore. Jake Reed serving again. And that one, just a little too much gas on that for the sophomore Reed. San Clemente gets a point there, 22-14. The score favors Newport Harbor. Opening round here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Historic gymnasium on Irvine Avenue, Newport Beach, California. The Sailors, the defending state champions. They won in 2019. Of course, we know that 2020 campaign for all teams in the state of California got cut short. Sean Hoffmeister serving. Luca Kirchie now outside. Brennan Reed. And the point awarded to the Sailors. Newport Harbor now 2 points away from taking this opening set. And someone brought an air horn into the gym in our R1, Dusty Orvis, with some words for the Newport Harbor Tar Pit. I don't think the officials want the air horn in action here. Serve on the way. Brendan Reed sends it over. And it's a bit too far. Point awarded to San Clemente. Tritons to serve. Kobe Kiley, 5'11 senior, sends it over for them. Bumped by the libero Kirchie. Here it comes from the Tritons. And that one got in. Well, the officials say it was out. San Clemente arguing. My vantage point, not as good as the officials. Point awarded to the Sailors. And Newport Harbor now 1 point away from taking this opening set. The libero, sophomore Luca Kirchie, set to serve. Officials huddling up. They want to talk about that. We'll keep it right here. Sailors head coach Eric Vallely, second-year head coach, first year, as we were just discussing, was last season. A season cut short. Sailors had a good start to the year. They were ranked top 5 in D1 before the shutdown. We never got to see how that season went, but technically they are the defending state champs. And Eric Valley, though it's technically his second year, somewhat like a first. Some discussion and the point awarded back to San Clemente. Oh, beautiful. Dink over the net, but it was just outside from Reese Clausen. St. Clemente within 6. Serve on the way from Kobe Kiley. It doesn't go over the net. And Newport now within 1 point of winning this opening set. Reese Clausen, Luca Kirchi, the libero. This time he's serving. Bumped by Kiley. Kill shot on the way. Reese Clausen, the senior, drives it into the hardwood, and Sailors take set number 1. 25-17 over the Tritons. We'll head to the second set momentarily. Newport up 1-0 in this match. We'll have the second set for you when we come back. CIF Division I postseason opening round for you from Newport Harbor High School. You're watching Sailors Boys Volleyball on TarTV. Welcome back in to Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium, Irvine Avenue, Newport Beach, California. Sunset Conference CIF Division I Southern Section Playoffs, round 1, and the Sailors are up 1-0 through one set on the San Clemente Tritons. Newport Harbor coming into today 12-3 on the season, 6-1 in league. The Tritons 11-1, 8-0 in league. In that lone derogatory mark on the Tritons record coming at the hands of the Newport Harbor Sailors. So the Sailors handing San Clemente their only loss this season. They want to make it 2 in a row over the team from South County and move on to the semifinals. Only 8 teams in the CIF D1 Southern Section bracket, an illustrious bracket. Some of the best volleyball in the nation. And Colin McKibben serves it over for the Sailors. It's mishit, saved, and sent over at the last minute out of bounds. A misfire there by the Tritons back row, and the Sailors go up 1-0, leading 1-0 We're here in set number 2. McKibben serves for the Sailors. Bump by Hoffmeister. Sent back over. Beautiful bump there by Luka Kirchi. Outside. Shot on the way by Clausen. Kirchi saves it. Reed sends it back over. And the point is awarded to Newport Harbor. Sailors leading 1-0. Oh, that was a beautiful kill. Dane Hillis got it just inside. First points of the second set for the Tritons. And now Hillis will serve for them. Hits the net, Reed. Digs it out. And it's sent way over into the Newport Harbor student section, the Tar Pit. Wearing all white tonight. Increased attendance here tonight at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Letting a few more attendees in than we're used to seeing in this COVID or soon to be hopefully post-COVID era. Reese Clausen serves for the Sailors. Oh, dug out by Kirchi, but not enough lift on that one. Point for the Tritons. And the Tritons traveled well tonight. Coming up, Highway 1, the 5, the 405, however they got here. By boat, perhaps. They showed up in good numbers. Keith Hoffmeister serving for the Tritons. Brennan Reed sends it back over the front line of the Tritons. With a block momentarily, it falls on the hardwood. Points for the Sailors. (4-2) Sailors lead. Kyle McKibben serving. Oh, Reed tried to dink it over. Tritons front row was there. And St. Clemente within 1 now. We'll have Cade Martin, the 6'3 senior, with the colorful shoes and the knee brace. Big serve on the way. And it doesn't make it over the net. Oliver Pick loving it on the Sailors sideline. Rocking the white headband. And Jake Reed, one of Oliver Pick's basketball teammates, serves it for the Sailors. Dug out by Reed. Set from McKibben. Back to Reed. Sets it. Here comes his older brother, Brendan, with the kill. Brendan Reed puts the Sailors up 6-3. Second set, and Brendan Reed. Sailors had a big win back on May 6th against Corona Del Mar as Jake Reed serves this one. Brendan Reed, 22 kills in that victory. And there's a kill for San Clemente's Noah Keelan. Sailors back line can't dig it out. And San Clemente is within 2. Keelan walks to the back of the court, gets ready to serve for the Tritons. Second set, Tritons trailing 1-0. Jake Reed digs it. Tritons front line sends it back. No, Brennan Reed. A beautiful dig there by the libero. Keelan bumps it. Or looked like that was Cole McKibben trying to dig it out for the Sailors. Unable to, sends it out of bounds. Tritons pull back within 5. Noah Keelan, 6'5", outside hitter. A tall fellow back there, serves it over. Oh, beautiful dig by McKibben. It's sent back over by Reed. Now a kill. No, Kirchi. Oh, what a dig there. Reese Clausen goes horizontal. Can't save it. Out of bounds, and St. Clemente ties it up. 6-6, second set. Sailors leading 1-0. And the big man, Keelan, serving into the net. Point for the Sailors. Sailors lead 7-6, second set. And the senior, the future Pepperdine Wave, Brendan Reed, serving for the Sailors. St. Clemente libero digs it out. And that Triton's front line, Dane Hillis, sends it back for a kill. The equalizer here early second set, 7-7 score. Triton's coming into tonight, 8-game win streak. Sailors have won 7 in a row. 2 teams full steam ahead into the postseason. And the serve there by the junior, Landon Seymour. Won't make it over. Sailors back up 1. Serve on the way from the libero, Kirchie, dug out by the opposing libero, Keelan. Out of bounds, point Sailors. The defending state champion, Newport Harbor Sailors. Their last match was Monday, the 10th. They won against the Laguna Beach Breakers, 3-0. The libero, Kirchie, serves it for Newport. Oh, what a kill. Right into the chest of Jake Reed. A fastball. Reed had no time to react. He would have had to have been Neo from the Matrix and able to be able to send that one back. Sailors still up 1. Serve on the way from Hoffmeister. Outside, Clausen. A little too much mustard on that return. 9-9. Score even back up. Sean Hoffmeister, the senior, set to serve for San Clemente. Gets it over. Brennan Reed with the bump. And easy money for Kyle McKibben on the kill. The 2 McKibbens on Newport Harbor, Kyle McKibben and Cole McKibben. Not brothers, they are cousins, and Cole McKibben serves that for the Sailors. And how about that kill for Luke Shanafelt? Very even set thus far in set number 2. Senior Dane Hillis serving for San Clemente. Knocks it into the net. Sailors back up 1. And Reese Clausen, senior outside hitter for Newport Harbor, serving. Dug out by the libero. Sent back by the big man. No, Sailors front line with the block. It's high in the air. Clausen. Sent over by Reed. Dug out. Sailors libero, Kirchie. Back to Brennan Reed. And that's a point for Newport Harbor. They lead 12-10. Clausen serve. Just a bit outside. And 12-11 score still favors the Sailors. Bumped by Clausen. Set by McKibben. And Brennan Reed goes for the kill. The San Clemente front line climbs the ladder. We're tied back up, 12-12. Second set. And the Tritons libero, senior Keith Hoffmeister serving. Clausen in the middle. Kyle McKibben. Now back from the Tritons. Clausen sets it. Cole McKibben over to Jake Reed. Good rally going here. And a point for the Tritons. Ball drops right between McKibben and Reed on the Sailors' end. And the Tritons up 1. San Clemente trying to avenge that loss from way, way back on April 2nd. And since then, it's been 8 in a row for the San Clemente Tritons. 11-1 on the year. Sailors' last loss was back on April 20th to CDM. They did avenge that loss. But for all the Newport Harbor faithful tuning in, we do not want to see another loss avenged tonight. And the Tritons, road crowd, loving it, coming to life. Serve on the way from Keith Hoffmeister. Outside, Brennan Reed. What a kill! An assassination attempt from Brennan Reed as he spiked that one directly into the shoulder of Sean Hoffmeister. the equalizer, 13-13. Serve on the way from Kyle McKibben. Sailors front line elevates. Set from Cole McKibben, Brendan Reed. No dig. Point, Sailors. On the court right now for Newport Harbor, starting with Kyle McKibben, who's serving. I'll tell you the rest of the players momentarily. Kyle McKibben with the dig, kept in bounds by Brendan Reed. Or not so fast, I should say. Out of bounds, point to the Tritons. And Kyle McKibben checks out of the match. He's replaced by James Eady. Brennan Reed bumps it outside to his brother Jake. And that's a kill for the sophomore, who made an impact for the Newport Harbor basketball team this season, the Energizer Bunny. I'd call him major minutes and energy off the bench. Jake Reed serving here. Saved by Kirchie, but Reese Clausen unable to get there for the Sailors. Point back to San Clemente. This has been a tight set. Sailors pulled away in the second half of set number one. Tritons not going quietly here. Noah Keelan set to serve for them. 15-15 the score. On the way from Keelan, Kirchie. Oh, beautiful move. Cole McKibben faked everybody in the gym out, and he puts the Sailors up one. A textbook dump by Cole McKibben. And now Brendan Reed, the elder Reed brother, serving for the Sailors. Hillis keeps it alive for San Clemente. Jake Reed. McKibben. Kill, no. Beautiful dig by Keelan. And that one just drops about a foot beyond the attack line. A point for the Tritons. It will be Landon Seymour, 6-foot junior, serving for the team in black and red. And Kirchie wants that one back. Tritons up one. Coach Goldstone for San Clemente, veteran coach, 22 years at the helm. Brendan Reed. Too strong. And the Tritons with their biggest lead of this set. Timeout. Newport Harbor. Head coach Eric Vallely wants to talk it over with his team. Talking about the veteran coach for the team from San Clemente, Coach Goldstone, 22 years at the helm. Multiple finals appearances for the Triton Sailors. Have a very experienced coaching staff, although I mentioned head coach Eric Vallely in his second year, first season being year number one, the COVID year. But on the bench for him, Dan Glenn, who, if you know anything about volleyball in Newport Beach, if you know anything about volleyball in Southern California, if you know anything about volleyball as a sport, you know Dan Glenn, one of the great all-time high school volleyball coaches. Longtime boys and girls coach here at Newport Harbor. Coach Misty May, coached April Ross, started coaching for the Sailors in 1986. Coach Glenn no longer handles the head coaching duties, but what a guy to have on the bench. After the timeout, San Clemente to serve. Landon Seymour sends it over for the Tritons. Bumped by the younger Reed bro, now Reese Clausen. Sends it over for Newport. And that's a kill for Dane Hillis. The largest lead of the set, the largest lead of the night for San Clemente. Balloons to 3. Here in set number 2. Sailors took the first set. 25-17. Let's see what happens here. Great dig. And the kill sent over by the senior, 6'3", Cooper Maiton. And the Tritons now with some momentum. Triton's crowd fired up, talking mess. Sailors' tar pit seems to have grown. Serve on the way, too strong for Landon Seymour. That's a point for the Sailors, stopping that 5-0 Triton's run. James Eady checks out of the match for Newport Harbor. Luca Kirchi set to serve for the Sailors. Kirchi's serve makes it over. Hillis bumps it, kill. Well, let's see what happens here. I may have spoke too soon. Some discussion going on about whether that was in or out of bounds. The officials indeed say it was. And another point for the Triton side, 21-17. Sean Hoffmeister serving for San Clemente, bumped by Kirchi. Reed sends it over. San Clemente front line, holds tight. Oh, nice dig there by Jake Reed. Kept in bounds and knocked over by his brother Brendan. Kill on the way. Great dig by Brendan Reed. Reese Clausen, yes! Brendan Reed digging it out. And the Sailors pull within 3. 21-18. Set number 2. San Clemente trying to even this thing up. Cole McKibben serving. The junior setter sends it over. And Dane Hillis silences the Harbor crowd. Driving that one into the hardwood here at Yardley Court. Dane Hillis serving. San Clemente up 4. Bumped by the older Reed. Reese Clausen. That's McKibben. Kirchi. And Reese Clausen couldn't get it over. Timeout on the floor. San Clemente, a 5-point lead, 2 points away from taking this second set and evening things up here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Let's take a look at the bracket. The CIF Southern Section Division I bracket right now. Sailors, San Clemente playing in that tough 4-5 matchup. Newport Harbor, the Surf League runner-up, finishing the year at 12-3. And the winner of this game will go on Saturday into the semifinals to play the winner of Loyola, the number 1 seed in Redondo Union. Loyola, a perfect 12-0 on the season. The Mission League champion. So that's the top half of your bracket. Bottom half of your bracket, CDM taking on Mater Dei, and Miracosta facing off against Orange Lutheran. So winner tonight of this match will go on to face the winner of Loyola and Redondo Union. Loyola, that number 1 overall seed. After the timeout, Dane Hillis, the senior, 6'2", serving for San Clemente. Clausen. That's a point for the Sailors. San Clemente front line. Front row, elevating, but hitting it out of bounds. And the Sailors' tar pit, the student section, one of the better in Orange County, especially at volleyball matches, cheering on Reese Clausen as he serves it for the Sailors. Oh my goodness. Almost jumped out of the gymnasium. He's got the kill. He's got his team within 1 of closing out this set and evening things up. It's the senior, Keith Hoffmeister, getting ready to serve. The libero getting ready to send it over for San Clemente. So do or die in this set for the Sailors. Hoffmeister. Clausen sent over by McKibben. Kept alive by San Clemente. Sailors front row. Sends it back. And the Newport Harbor volleyball team not dead yet, not in this set. They're certainly not dead in this match. They're leading 1-0. And it's Kyle McKibben serving for the Sailors. The kill. Sean Colson with a thunderous rip. Smacks it into the floor. San Clemente takes set number 2, 25-20. And we are all evened up, 1 set apiece. Newport Harbor winning the first one, 25-17. The Tritons with the equalizer, 25-20. We'll take a quick breather here on TarTV. When we come back, set number 3, all tied up from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Opening round, CIF Southern Section D1 playoffs. You're watching Newport Harbor Boys Volleyball on TarTV. Welcome back into TarTV. Alex Crawford with you here from Newport Harbor High School. We are all tied up, 1 set apiece. Sailors took set number 1, 25-17. And San Clemente bounce back, 25-20. They win set number 2. We're headed to the 3rd set. And if you are a fan of Newport Harbor Boys Volleyball, then you hope that we're not about to see a repeat of what happened on April 20th in this gym against crosstown rival Corona Del Mar. Sailors won that first set big against the Sea Kings, 25-13, and Corona Del Mar came back, won 3 straight, handed the Sailors 1 of 3 losses on the season. Of course, Newport Harbor, a beautiful bounce-back victory on May 6th at CDM. They won that one 3-2, a signature win this season, but nothing would be more of a signature win then opening up the playoffs with a dub against San Clemente. Clausen sends it over, and that's a kill for the senior, Reese Clausen. 1-0. Sailors draw first blood here in set number 3. Clausen to serve. On the way, it gets over, dug out by Hillis. Clausen. McKibben. Reed. Great dig up in the rafters. San Clemente lost it in the lights, and they hit it back over the line, out of bounds. Clausen set to serve again for Newport Harbor. With a right hand, he sends it over. Sailors front line with the block. Oh, beautiful dig by Reed. Bumped up by Clausen. The elder Reed bro tries to send it back. And the San Clemente front row comes away with the point. 2-2. Or 2-1, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. 2-1, Sailors still lead. Serve on the way from Dane Hillis. Dug out by Clausen. Sent over by Jake Reed. Jake Reed back at it. What a dig there by San Clemente. It won't count, but Noah Keelan really kept that thing alive. That Sailors point, all on the back of the sophomore. Jake Reed. And it's Kyle McKibben serving for the Sailors. Point. St. Clemente 3-2 now, Newport leading. Kyle McKibben checks out of the game. And James Eady back in. Serve on the way, that's Jake Reed. Now his brother Brendan. Oh my goodness, what a kill. Brendan Reed spiked that one right into Dane Hillis's sternum. Might have broken his chest plate with the velocity on that serve. Now the younger Reed bro, Jake, sends it over, bumped up by Hillis. And sent over by Keelan. Kirchie. McKibben. Reed gets it over. What a dig! It's kept alive. Jake Reed. Kyle McKibben. Brendan Reed. That's a point for the Sailors. Your 6 on the floor right now for Newport Harbor. Jake Reed, Reese Clausen, Cole McKibben, Brendan Reed, Luca Kirchie, and James Eady. Jake Reed serves it. And San Clemente comes away with the point. Third set, tied up 1-1. Sailors won the first set by 8. They lost the second set by 5. Cade Martin serving. That's a kill for Noah Keelan. 6'5" senior. Pulls the Tritons within 1. Serve on the way, dug out by Jake Reed, then bumped over by the sophomore. And St. Clemente finds the equalizer. It's looking like this third set will be another barn burner. Sailors pulled away in the first. St. Clemente and Newport neck and neck in the second. Now the serve on the way from Cade Martin. That's Cole McKibben outside Brandon Reed. Dug out by the Tritons libero and sent over by Noah Keelan. Up in the middle, Cole Eady gets the Sailors a point. They're back up 1, 6-5. Serve on the way from Brendan Reed. Future Pepperdine Wave sends it over. And his brother, Jake, now gets the Sailors another point. So Brendan Reed will serve once again. Reed, a little strong on that one. Points for the Tritons. This will be Noah Keelan serving for San Clemente. Brennan Reed, Cole McKibben, and Reese Clausen. Sailors front line going up and coming out with points. How about that, James Eady? And he heads over to the Sailors bench. Just getting some points for the Sailors. Dane Hillis with the kill. Brennan Reed can't dig it out. And Newport only up 1. Landon Seymour, 6-foot junior. The setter serving for San Clemente. Kirchie bumps it. Reed tries to get it over to Clausen. And Reese didn't get all of that one. Point for the Tritons. We're tied back up, 8-8. Seymour to serve again for San Clemente. Gets it over right to Kirchie. The set and the spike on the way. Jake Reed gets it past. That's San Clemente front row. Newport back up 1. Cole McKibben, Sailors junior setter, serving for them. McKibben serve, bumped by Hillis. And a kill for the San Clemente senior, Dane Hillis. Even back up, barn burner of a set. Hard fought set. Outside. Jake Reed kept alive. Bumped up by Brennan Reed. The set from McKibben. And the kill from Jake Reed. It went Brennan Reed, Cole McKibben, Jake Reed. 1, 2, 3. Sailors up 1. Side out. Reese Clausen, the senior outside hitter, serving for Newport. Overhand serve on the way. And San Clemente, a whole lot of miscommunication. A collision there from the Tritons' back line. I'm sure the veteran coach Goldstone urging his players to communicate. Newport Harbor gets a point, and Reese Clausen remains the server. Sends it over, bumped up by the libero. That's Hoffmeister, and Brandon Reed tips it over. Sailors on a little run here. Momentum. And we have a substitution on the Triton side. Luke Ingersoll checks in, replacing Luke Shanafelt. For the Tritons, Reese Clausen remains the server for Newport Harbor. Clausen sends it over. Bumped up by Ingersoll, set back out of bounds. Over that back line, out of the back zone. And the Sailors go up 4. It's a 4-0 run for Newport Harbor. The veteran coach Goldstone wants a timeout. Sailors trying to take this third set. The tar pit fired up. We haven't had the chance to have a lot of spectators, students, attendees, fans at these games. There was a time just months ago where we weren't sure if we were going to get a season, let alone a postseason, let alone fans in the stands. And here we are, opening round, CIF Southern Section D1. Newport's in it, San Clemente's in it. Trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals Saturday night. If Newport wins, they'll host a game. But we got fans in the stands. Unofficially, 500 on hand, although seems like a few more maybe snuck in. And Newport's up 4 after the timeout. It'll remain Reese Clausen serving for the Sailors. Newport Harbor, 7-match win streak heading into tonight. Clausen serve. Bumped up by Hillis. And after the timeout, Cade Martin with the kill for San Clemente. They end that 4-0 Sailors run. Newport up 3, 13-10. And now it's Dane Hillis to serve. And the senior, frustrated, wants that one back. Sent it right into the net. And it's back to the Sailors' side. Kyle McKibben serves it. Hillis with the bump. The spike attempt. Oh my goodness. James Eady climbing the ladder. The verticality of the junior middle blocker on display here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Historic Yardley Court. Kyle McKibben serving. An ace. Noah Keelan couldn't handle it. Whole lot of English on that one from the senior Kyle McKibben. And he sends it back. San Clemente libero bumps it up. Sailors front line. Sends it back, kept alive. Sailors front line sends it back again. How about that, Jake Reed? How about that, James Eady? And another timeout. Newport on a 7-1 or an 8-1 run, depending on my math. We got a timeout from San Clemente. And someone's got an air horn in here. Some people aren't too happy. That time it definitely came from the San Clemente side. But Newport's looking to close this thing out. (17-10) Sailors lead. Newport Harbor. Their only loss at home this year was back on April 20th. Battle of the Bay, round 1 to CDM. They avenged that loss back on May 6th. They haven't lost any other matches at home. McKibben serves. Big spike opportunity. Kept alive by the Sailors' back line. And James Eady goes airborne and left a dent in the hardwood. Gonna have to get Newport Harbor facilities manager Ryan O'Donnell out here to fix the floor after that spike. McKibben serving. Sailors up 8. And it dies at the net. So it's 18-11. Now Sailors, a lot of momentum here. Third set. And Keith Hoffmeister, the San Clemente libero, serving for them. Jake Reed, the bump. Jake Reed, the spike. Jake Reed, the point. Boom! Sailors back up 8, quelling any kind of San Clemente run. And now the sophomore, the basketball big man, sends it over with a right hand. And Jake Reed, maybe a little excited there. Maybe a little too much time in the weight room, Jake Reed. It's 19-12. Cade Martin to serve for the Tritons. Bumped up by Brennan Reed. Set, back to Brennan Reed. Libero keeps it alive for a moment, and it goes out of bounds. Noah Keelan couldn't get there. It landed right at the feet of Sailors assistant coach Andrew Mabry, and Newport now within 5 of closing out this third set. It's Brennan Reed, senior outside hitter, future Pepperdine Wave, serving it with a right hand for Newport. Keith Hoffmeister, first contact for San Clemente. What a dig! Jake Reed, back to Clausen. Reed sets it. And the other Reed spikes it. Makes contact with a Triton, and the Sailors get the point. 21-12, Newport's up. Third set. Looking to break the stalemate. Brennan Reed sends it over. All kinds of spin on that one. Noah Keelan sends it over past the back baseline. And the Sailors now with a double-digit lead in set number 3. Brennan Reed set to serve again. Excited to watch his career continue. Up Highway 1 in Malibu next year. Sailors front line. Edie elevates. Clausen, McKibben, Reed. That's a point for the Sailors. .11 lead now for Newport Harbor. Brennan Reed continues serving for them. Reed, what a serve. Somehow kept alive by San Clemente and sent back over. Now Reed digs it out. James Eady goes up with a right hand, hanging in the air, and drives it into the ground for the kill. Newport 1 point away from taking set number 2, doubling up the Tritons. 24-12. Brennan Reed continues his service for Newport. Serve on the way. Just a hair long. Reed wanted the ace on that one. And the Tritons will try to mount a comeback. Down 11. Kobe Kiley, the senior outside hitter, getting ready to serve for them. Kiley's serve. Right in the middle, bumped by Reed, set by McKibben, outside Clausen. Gets it over, dug out by the libero. Back to Kiley, Jake Reed. Got his right arm on it, and it goes out of bounds. Point to the Tritons, they're not dead yet. Serve on the way. Kept alive by Kirchie, and James Eady puts the punctuation mark on set number 3. It's a period. That's all she wrote, and the Sailors take that one by 11. 25-14. Newport wins set number 3. They go up 2-1 in this match. We'll take a quick breather. When we come back, set number 4, Sailors leading here at home, Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium, 2-1. You're watching Newport Harbor boys volleyball on TarTV. Welcome back in to TarTV. Set number 4. And the Sailors leading 2-1. I don't have the official stats here in front of me, but James Eady, the junior middle blocker, had plenty of kills in that third set. Excited for his future here at Newport Harbor next season. His future certainly somewhere after high school, and his future in this postseason. Sailors looking to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Serve on the way from Cole McKibben, and kept alive by Cole McKibben. Set by the libero Kirchie, sent back over by Jake Reed. That's a point for the Sailors. Newport, again, just like last set, drawing first blood here in the fourth set. What a dig by Cole McKibben. Kirchie, the libero, bumps it. Jake Reed. Another point for the Sailors, another point for the sophomores. The sophomore. And the junior setter, number 2, Cole McKibben, serving for the Sailors. Dane Hillis with a right hand spikes that one over the net for San Clemente. And the Tritons are on the board. 2-1, Newport leads. The senior outside hitter with the point for San Clemente. And now Hillis serving. Comes away with the ace. Brennan Reed unable to dig it out. And San Clemente evens things up 2-2. Fourth set, Hillis' serve on the way. And it never makes it over. Point for the Sailors. Reese Clausen serving for Newport. Straight to Keith Hoffmeister. And a great block there by the 6'3 senior, Cade Martin. San Clemente evens it up once again, and now the libero, Keith Hoffmeister, will serve for the Tritons. Gets it over, bumped by Clausen. Set by McKibben. Outside Reed, beautiful dig. Kept alive by Hillis. Set back over, and a kill for Noah Keelan. San Clemente with the lead. And that was all started on a great dig, a great return by that San Clemente back line. Serve on the way from the libero. On the way, but it never makes it to its destination. And we're tied back up 4-4. Kyle McKibben. Ace. Easy money for Kyle McKibben, coming away with the ace. Sailors up 1-5-4, fourth set. Leading 2-1 overall in this match. The senior McKibben serving. And that's a kill. Sean Colson, 6'5", middle blocker, getting involved. Kyle McKibben checks out for the Sailors. Your 6 on the floor for Newport. Reese Clausen, Luca Kirchie, Jake Reed, Brendan Reed, Cole McKibben, and James Eady. Set by McKibben, back to Jake Reed. Another point for Jake Reed, another kill for the sophomore. This being our first volleyball live stream on TarTV. I don't have stats, I don't have a statistician with me up here in the broadcast booth, but Jake Reed responsible for a whole lot of kills in this match as he serves it over for the Sailors. Newport leading 6-5. And that one sent back out of bounds. Sailors up 2. Jake Reed will continue to serve for Newport. And another point for the Sailors. I believe that was James Eady on the block. 3-0 run for Newport has them up 3, 8-5. Jake Reed. Dug out by Hoffmeister, sent back by Eady. Give me some. Sailors 4-0 run. Timeout. San Clemente. Coach Goldstone wants to talk it over with his team. It was 5-5 here in set number 4, and the Sailors have gone on a 4-0 run. Jake Reed serving for Newport. Jake Reed, a whole lot of points today for him. And it's a family affair on this Sailors team because Brian Reed, his older brother, going to play at Pepperdine next year. He's responsible for a lot of these Sailors points. Then you have the cousins, McKibben, Cole, number 2, the junior setter, and Kyle, number 11, the senior middle blocker. Jake Reed will continue to serve for the Sailors after the brief timeout from San Clemente's Coach Goldstone. 22 seasons at the helm, 2 finals appearances, and only 1 loss this season. It was to the Sailors. Jake Reed with the serve, dug out by Hoffmeister. Spike on the way, saved by Reed, kept in bounds by McKibben, sent back by Clausen, spiked way up into the rafters. Somehow, it stays alive. What a rally. And Cooper Mighton can't get it back over the net. Sailors double up the Tritons, 10-5. Great start to this 4th set for Newport as Jake Reed continues to serve for them. And that is an ace for Jake Reed. No one was in the vicinity. He sent it into the empty pocket of space, and the Tritons look around, frustrated, confused, befuddled, wondering how Jake Reed has his team on a 6-0 run. Reed gets it over the net. Dug out by Hillis. Spike on the way. No! Sailors front line. Elevating. Touching the sky. Brendan Reed. James Eady. Newport. 7-0 run. Jake Reed. Serving this entire time. Enjoying his time. On the back baseline. Serve on the way from Reed. Bumped up by Hofmeister. And this time, San Clemente finally able to stop the bleeding somewhat. They cut into the Sailors' lead. It's now 12-6. And finally, a side out for the Tritons. It's Kobe Kiley, the senior, serving for them. Bumped by Kirchie. Sent back by Eady. Oh, my goodness. James Eady must have a grudge against that volleyball. And now the older Reed bro, Brendan Reed, serves for the Sailors. Just outside, just beyond that back baseline. For Brendan Reed, he's frustrated, wants that one back. It's going to be the Tritons serving. The junior setter, Landon Seymour. Way too much gas on that one. For Seymour. And now, Newport Harbor libero, Luca Kirchie, will serve for them. Bumped up by Kiley. Spike on the way from Hillis. Jake Reed sliding on the hardwood, can't dig it out. Point to the Tritons. Sean Hofmeister will serve for the team from South County. Serve on the way, bumped up by Jake Reed. McKibben to the other McKibben, the cousins, trying to assist each other. Reese Clausen. Good rally going here. And a point for San Clemente. Our R2, Lori Brown, saying the ball hit a Sailors player. And Hofmeister continues to serve for the Tritons. Clausen. Beautiful dig there. Kept alive. And Clausen can't get that one. Kobe Kiley with a beautiful dig. Textbook dig by the senior. San Clemente within 4. A little bit of a rally now. From the Triton side, Jake Reed bumps it, set by McKibben. Spike sent back. San Clemente front row, breathing some life, but they send it back past the back baseline. Point to the Sailors. Cole McKibben serving, gets it over. Bumped by Kiley, set. Spike on the way, sent back by the Sailors front line, but out of bounds. Beautiful position by the Newport blockers. But it just went to the right. Of the sideline, Kiley serves it. Kept alive off the rafters, back to Clausen, goes up with the right hand and jams it home. Reese Clausen, the senior. He's got the tar pit fired up with that one. And he will serve for the Sailors. Clausen, right-handed serve on the way, bumped up by Kiley. Tipped across by the Sailors front line. Whistles. And a point for Newport. This is a good set for the Sailors. They're looking to make it 2 sets in a row. They won the last one by 11. They're up 6 here. Clausen's serve on the way. Bumped up by Hofmeister. Kill shot. Saved by Clausen. Dug out! No. Cole McKibben trying to get his forearm between the ball and the hardwood. Couldn't quite get there. And it's a point for the Tritons. Hofmeister, Keith Hofmeister, their libero, serves. Kept alive by Brennan Reed. tips it over. And the Tritons get the rally started. And they get the point, the kill from Sean Hoffmeister. And if you look closely, 55-7, the Hoffmeister bros, I do believe they're twins from my vantage point. Jake Reed went for the kill. And the front row of the Tritons came away with the block. Now they're on a little bit of a run. Keith Hoffmeister serving. Timeout. Coach Vallely and the Newport Harbor Sailors. Some momentum, some life being breathed into the San Clemente side. We'll take a break as well. Sailors are up 3, 17-14, set number 4. Newport leads 2-1. Opening round CIF D1 playoffs here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. You're watching TarTV. Welcome back in to TarTV. Alex Crawford live from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. San Clemente with a little bit of momentum serving. Kill on the way from Brennan Reed, kept alive, dug out by Kirchie. It gets over the net, and the rally getting started. And the Sailors front row ending it. The block by Kyle McKibben puts a point back to the Sailors' tally. And now, the senior McKibben serving for the Sailors. Great dig by Cole McKibben. But a point given to San Clemente. Serve on the way from Cade Martin. It doesn't make it over. It dies in the netting. And that's a point to Newport. This fourth set getting close here towards the end. Sailors leading 2-1, and the sophomore Jake Reed to serve. Dug out by Hoffmeister. Kill on the way from Sean Colson. And indeed, a point for the Tritons. And both coaches way up out of their seats, barking orders. You can feel the tension and the intensity dialing things up a notch here late in this fourth set. Spike on the way from Clausen. He goes airborne and drives it home with the right hand. Reese Clausen feeling himself. Give me some of that. Newport now 5 points away from pay dirt. San Clemente staying alive. Brendan Reed, senior outside hitter, serving for the Sailors. And Reed misfires on that one. Spikes it right towards the tar pit, the Sailors student section. And it looks like Sailors athletic director Jerry Murray over there having a word or two with the Sailor students. I don't know if they were getting too lively or if Jerry Murray, our athletic director, wants to join in the fun. Spike on the way from Clausen. Yes! Oh, wow. They're going to say that was just past the back baseline. And now R1, our lead official, Dusty Orvis, talking it over with Clausen. That's 2 straight points for the Tritons, 20-18. Sailors still lead. Serve on the way from Seymour. Spike by Clausen. This time it's in. Just inside the baseline. Reese Clausen gets one back. And Newport goes back up 3. The sophomore libero, the Navy jersey wearing Luca Kirchie, set to serve for the Sailors here in set number 4. Newport leading 2-1. They took the last set. They took the first set. And both crowds, coaching staffs, benches, teammates urging their teams on. Just a 3-point margin separating the Sailors and the Tritons here in set number 4. Both these teams trying to punch a ticket to the semifinals on Saturday. Kirchy's serve on the way, bumped up by Kylie. And a beautiful dink by Kobe Kylie. Just tapping it over the net. A timely move by the senior San Clemente. Back within 2, serve on the way from Hoffmeister. The set, the spike, blocked by the San Clemente front row. Clausen tries to tip it over. And he gets it, Reese Clausen. Blonde locks in his face, fired up. Newport back up 3. San Clemente. They haven't let go of the rope yet. Cole McKibben serving for the Sailors. Set up by Kylie. Spike on the way. And Dane Hillis knocked that one into tomorrow. Almost bounced it off the hardwood straight up here into our broadcast booth. Triton strike back. Back within 2. They're not going away. Dane Hillis, the senior, to serve. Set 4. Down 2. Serve on the way. It's bumped up by Kirchy. And too much gas on that one from the sophomore libero. It goes out of bounds. Point awarded to San Clemente. And the Tritons crowd on their feet, making the drive from South County. Kylie's serve gets over the net. Reed digs it out. Now the kill on the way from Clausen. It's it! Reese Clausen wants to silence this Tritons crowd. Tar Pit loving it. Let's go Newport, the chant firing up at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. And Reese Clausen, the senior, to serve with a right hand. Kill on the way, and the kill is complete. From Luke Shanafelt, the junior from San Clemente, pulls him back within 1. This has been the most tightly contested set yet. Serve from Hoffmeister, bumped up by Clausen. Set by McKibben, but blocked by that Tritons front row. Jake Reed went for the spike. And the Tritons were there. He knocked on the door and the Tritons answered and said, "Get out of our house, we're tied up 23-23. And San Clemente to serve. Hoffmeister sends it over. Bumped by Clausen. Here comes Jake Reed again. And it paints the inside corner right in front of the tar pit. Jake Reed with the kill. Set 4 has been our best set of the night. Both crowds on their feet. Sailors 1 point from pay dirt. Serve on the way from McKibben. Bumped up by Kylie. Sailors front row blocks it. It's kept alive. San Clemente going for the kill. They get it. They tie it up. What a round this has been. Welcome to Southern California volleyball. 2 heavyweights going at it, toe-to-toe, trading blows. Cade Martin set to serve for the Tritons. Bumped up by Jake Reed, set by McKibben, smacked by Edie. It's in! No! No! Are you kidding me? It was just out of bounds. And it's a point for San Clemente. I couldn't believe it. I had to double check my glasses. But the officials right there, they got it right. Dusty Orvis, Lori Brown, David Brown, and Nilo Farmojab. San Clemente up 1. What a set this has been. Capacity crowd here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Everyone's on their feet, 500 strong. San Clemente looking to end this set and even things up. Cade Martin serving for the Tritons. Bumped by Jake Reed, kept alive by McKibben. Jake Reed going for the kill. San Clemente digs it out. It's done. Oh, it's a dink, and it's sent back. Oh my goodness. What a set. (25-25). Jake Reed, the sophomore, to serve. The biggest moment of his volleyball career. Reed sends it over. And he was going for the ace, and it spun just a bit to the left. San Clemente goes back up 1. Kobe Kiley serving for the Tritons, bumped by Reed, set by McKibben. The older Reed bro goes for the spike, blocked by that San Clemente front row. And now a kill shot, saved by McKibben. Bumped up by Kirchie. Kept alive by McKibben. Now Brendan Reed goes for the kill. San Clemente tries to block it, they can't. And the senior has an answer. 26-26. Brendan Reed serving for the Sailors. With a right hand, he sends it over. Hillis bumps it up. Hillis goes for the spike. Jake Reed sets. Brendan Reed bumps. Clausen keeps it alive. Kirchie back to Clausen. Tips it over. He gets the point. The Sailors go up 1. Reese Clausen. And a timeout on the floor. I'm going to take one as well. How exciting. Has set number 4 been? Sailors up 1, 27-26. Will we have a winner when we come back? You're watching CIF postseason volleyball on TarTV. Welcome back to TarTV. Quick timeout. And the Sailors are up 1. The senior, the future Pepperdine Wave, Brendan Reed, set to serve. On the way. Too much gas. Too much mustard. Too much time in the weight room for Brendan Reed. Past the back line. And we're tied back up 27-27. It's Landon Seymour serving for San Clemente. Kirchie, the set. Now the spike. Edie drops it in. Sailors back up 1. So many leads being traded. Oh my goodness, this one is coming down to the wire. And Newport's sophomore libero Kirchie serving. Bumped up by Kiley. Shot on the way, and it's a kill for San Clemente. They answer again. Every time one of these two heavyweights goes up, the other one has an answer. We're tied back up at 28. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but there have been so many lead changes. Hoffmeister, McKibben, Clausen! Yes! And I'm waiting for the call. They do give it to the Sailors. Judging by the looks on the crowd, you couldn't tell. Coach Goldstone from San Clemente was walking way out with his hands to his side, and now Cole McKibben is serving for the Sailors. Kobe Kiley, it's back, kept alive. Brennan Reed, the bump, spike on the way from Clausen. Yes! Reese Clausen, the hero. Set number 4. And that does it. At Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium, the Sailors move on. Semifinals await for Newport Harbor. The 2019 state champions stay alive. What a back and forth battle that was. The Tritons doing everything they could, not letting go of the rope to the last possible moment. And finally, the senior outside hitter, Reese Clausen, his blonde locks flowing, knocks it over for the kill, the point, and the Sailors are moving on to the CIF Southern Section D1 semifinals. against the winner of Loyola and Redondo Union. Loyola, the number 1 seed in CIF Southern Section D1. They already beat the Sailors once this season. And we'll see if we can get an interview from someone here on TarTV. We got the technology for it. Let's see if we can get a post-gamer from somebody. What a win for the Sailors. Moving on, San Clemente, a great battle, a great fight. And set number 4 was one for the ages here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Sailors finally pulling away on the kill from the senior, Reese Clausen. And I'll see if I can get a score update somewhere. Maybe twitter.com from Loyola and Redondo Union. Now, nothing is certain in the CIF postseason, but Loyola being the number 1 seed, undefeated, 12-0 Mission League champs, you have to assume it's likely that the Sailors will be rematching them on Saturday, and that game apparently will be taking place here at home at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Don't have a time yet, but we should cover that on TarTV. So no updates available, but if you're tuned into the live stream, tune back in Saturday, unofficially 6 o'clock here at home, where the Sailors will be in the semifinals against either Loyola or Redondo Union High School. What a match here tonight. Sailors winning 3-1. They won the first, they dropped the second, and they won the third. And they beat San Clemente 3-1. Second win against the Tritons this season. And Newport runs their win streak to 8 matches in a row. And the San Clemente Tritons season comes to an end. 11-2 on the year, and their only 2 losses being both to Newport Harbor. So tough for them. Stick around on TarTV. If you're watching right now, stick around. We're going to have some kind of a post-game interview with somebody up here. So we'll take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll talk to one of the stars from the Sailor volleyball team after the big win here in the opening round of the CIF Southern Section D1 playoffs. Don't touch that dial. Post-game interview when we come back on TarTV.
7 points. If we were to lose that set, fifth, on.
Welcome back into TarTV. Alex Crawford, and I'm here with winners of tonight's game, Brendan Reed, Jake Eady. Did I get your name right? Reese Classen. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. First volleyball game. There we go. The mic wasn't on, so I'm here with Reese Classen and Brendan Reed. First of all, what a crazy final set that was. You had the final point. Walk me through what happened there.
Well, we gave ourselves a cushion early, and our mentality was like, okay, we give up a point or two, we just got to keep siding out, because we gave ourselves enough insurance points early to where, I mean, if we kept siding out, we were going to win that game, which is what we did. But we can't afford to let the game go into overtime when we started with a 7-point lead. So we could have definitely played better, but we're glad we got the win.
And Reese, you had that final point. You were fired up that whole match. How did that feel for you?
Felt great. I felt like I finally got going in the fourth set. I had a slow first three. It just felt good to send those guys home.
And that was your second time playing this season, and their only 2 losses were to Newport Harbor. So that's got to feel special. Is there any kind of a rivalry there between Newport and San Clemente?
A little bit, because, I mean, we were their only 2 losses, and their best player, number 1, Dane, we play club volleyball with him, so I was with him for 3 days this weekend playing a club tournament. I mean, he's very good. So, I mean, there's always trash talk when we're not in high school volleyball. In club volleyball, we're on the same team. We can, jaw at each other. So it felt good to send them home, that's for sure.
Brendan Reed, Reese Classen, both seniors, didn't get a full season last year, coming off of that state championship. How much does it mean to both of you in your senior year to get to actually play in the postseason?
Oh, it means everything, because, we worked so hard for this. Last year it kind of got stolen from us, and we couldn't be more excited to have a real legitimate shot at this. We got Loyola on Saturday. That's the front runner, so if we can take those guys down, we can do it all.
Same for you, Reese?
Same for me. I'm just grateful that we get a packed student section. I would have never expected that.
The
tar pit.
That's the biggest part of the night.
They're helping us win. They're just as important as us. So shout out Tar Pit.
Shout out to the Tar Pit.
Best student section in the nation.
Best student section in the county. Best student section in the district, the county, the state, the nation. We finally had them back tonight, and I believe the game is here on Saturday. Is that correct?
It is, yes.
So Saturday we'll have the Tar Pit back and a shot at the number 1 seed, Loyola. Last question before I let you guys get back with your families. What are you going to do between now and Saturday to prep for Loyola?
We got 2 practices. We got to let our bodies rest. A lot of these guys are coming off a full weekend of volleyball. And, this was a excruciating match, and we just got to replenish and have 2 good practices.
Yeah, get some sleep, eat well, practice,
get some
focus.
Sleep, get your protein, drink some Gatorade.
Oh, yeah.
Water with lemon, hydrate.
Exactly.
All right, awesome. Brendan Reed,
thank you.
Reese Classen, appreciate it, guys. We'll see you on Saturday. Go Sailors.
Go Sailors.
That does it here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Alex Crawford signing off. Sailors victorious, punching their ticket to the semifinals against Loyola here Saturday. We should have that broadcast for you on TarTV. For the Newport Harbor Sailors volleyball team, for Sydney Griffin and John Hoyce and the TarTV crew, this is Alex Crawford saying from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium to Davidson Field, to all of Orange County, all of Southern California, wherever you might have been watching tonight, thank you for watching. Go Sailors.